Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video, we're second fixing this kitchen. Here we go. Alright, so into the job now. So what we've got to do then? So we've got to second fix this full kitchen. So I'm not sure if I did a video on the first fix, I can't remember. But this is the second fix. So Alice has just cracked on straight away. We've come into the job. Got a few sockets to second fix, so look at that. Plaster is nicely clean these out, look at that. Oh, a bit of patchwork to do with the decorator, but they're looking spot on. So we've got the sockets second fixed. What else we got? I'm just on with getting some applying sockets in the back of these units. The lights are done already because I'm a legend and we've got them all powered up so the people could see. And that's about it really. So we've got the sockets to power up, the appliances, and then we've got some LED strip that's going to go in, which is going to look pretty sick. So because there's not that much to do, I'll show you how to do the LED strip a bit later on. So let's do this. Alright then, so we'll carry on with this then. So what we've done, there was two 20 amp feeds here. So we've got the fridge on one and these two on another. So what we've done is got that 20 amp cable, so it's just a 2.5 cable. We've put them into the back of this socket and plug those two in. So that's those two powered up. And what we're going to do now is just extend this cable here, so up the top, through the back, and we'll do the same thing, so the same setup here. So all we're doing is just come a box width up. So you put a box down, put your box on top, and you can draw a little T right where the middle is. We send through this on that line, so it'll probably send through about here, so slightly above centre, and that way we'll end up with like a little half moon, which we're about to get a plug top through, so you can pull your plug tops in and out if you ever have to replace the appliance. So there we go. Looking nice. So that's your socket in, so that's your fridge powered up essentially, so that'll be on the other one. We've got it wired in the fuse board, so it'll be on like a Hager B20 type A RCBO, because it's a socket outlet essentially. So it needs RC protection, so you're getting electrocuted if you ever plug into it, but anyway. And here's the other one, so that's sorted. So next on the agenda then, let's see how Alice is doing. She's got the socket screwed back. You're struggling to screw that one back, aren't you? You spent about 20 minutes on that, that's fine. Yeah, he's carrying on with his sockets then. So he's wiring them up, I'm checking them, and then giving him little pointers if he needs it, but he's doing alright to be fair. So after that, basically there's a microwave here, we've got to somehow power it up. So normally what we do with the microwaves is put like a hole here, put a double socket and then pass the plug top through and plug it in. So essentially the isolation will be there, but obviously we have to come up over the top and down, so that's what this is for. So we'll get that fed up. So the best bet with this is to actually push a cable down the back of all that, tie onto this and then pull him up. If you try and just get your hand up and try and push him up, it don't go. And if you use 5 glass rods, it can't do the bend between the floor and the wall and pop out the top. It just don't work. So yeah, just pushing like a bit of that cable down is a lot easier to do. So that's the next little job. What's that mean? Would you do it for me? Would you do it for me, Curry? There we go, we pulled the cable up the back, that's hanging out the front. However, these aren't long enough to reach his thing. So we misjudged that one, but what we're going to do is just this cable here will attach onto here, which will then extenders to his socket. There we go, so that's what we're going to do. The microwave plug is here. I don't have to fish him up the back. I have to drill a hole in the middle, down here, so there'll be a big hole here. Plug top will come through, plug in here. Job's a good one. Here we go, that's the microwave socket done. So that's beautifully in. So obviously when we power things up, so we've got a leg down here. If you look, it's just the way we've done it, and we wired it. that was the existing ring, the greys. There was 3 greys, it was 3 into 1 socket. So we've got one side of the ring here, that's just one cable that goes round all the sockets and back, it comes down as this one. So obviously you got one circle, you chop it in half, which is what this will do, and then you attach it to the new cable going round and then attach it back in. So you end up with one big circle. So we've got to make a connection there and make a connection there, and then all these will power up. So obviously we've got to do that connection. Until then, until we've done all the sockets, Alice is still working on it. Basically, these are as undercarriage lighting cables, so one goes from your switch to here, here to there, and there to there. So what we're going to do is, yeah, they've come out underneath, it's supposed to come out on top. So we've set a piece of cable down, we're going to tie end to end, and then pull these up above, which will then wire into his drivers. Right then, so that's all stuck in now, lovely. So if you notice, we're stuck on the inside, this LED strip, so it'll shine in from the sides like that, lovely. It'll shine in from the back here. Some people will put like an aluminium profiling on the back, and it shines down, you can see all the imperfections, so I think doing it that way is a lot better, if you don't mind me. So that's that done. We'll probably show you how to solder it and do the transformer connections. I filmed a TikTok, so that's why we didn't film on this, but we can solder bits for these undercabs so you can see how we do it. There we go, that's that connection done underneath. That's a little socket on then. So we need to power these up, so we want some sockets working. So basically, we've got to solder some LED strip next. So what I'll do is set this little bad boy up, plug him in, it'll heat up, and then what we're going to do is use his solder. If we put like a little solder ball on the end of these for pos and neg, wire some alarm cable twisted, we've got to tin the ends, it's called tinning. So we put a bit of solder in the end, and then what we're going to do is get it down and do a little solder. So you press it on and it sticks, blow it, and it'll be fused to pos and neg. So that's about it. So yeah, we'll shout to that in a bit. But I think first we'll go for a bit of munch. Ellis is having a go at soldering then, let's have a look then. So we've told him how to do it. So we're soldering up these little pieces so he can practice. He's going to hold it on for about 5 seconds. So he's not going to touch on the LED though, remember. So 1, 2, and then give it to push it in. 4, 5, and then push it in. Whilst it's being on, it should melt in. Push. That's it. 2, 3.
Hang on.
And get your fingers away from there a bit more. That's it. That's it. That's it. And look.
Oh, boom.
Look at that. Beautiful. Right, so that's in. And that's a nice little bridge there. So that's nearly as good as the factory one. Look at that. That's the factory one there. There we go. So what we're doing is sticking it in. So Ellis has soldered it and got him stuck on. So we use something called OB1. So it's basically like a clear silicon. So we're going to put like a little bead on the inside all the way around, and then we'll just wipe along with the big wipe, and that just evaporates. And then what that does is just create like a nice little rubber seal. So we've had this in the past where we've stuck it like in a section where they didn't want like an extractor, and then at a later date we had to come back and take the LED strip out. So we're pulling it, and it gives it a really good seal, so it never comes down essentially. So that's all in then. So that's looking brilliant. So we've got that one, this section, and that section. So all we've done is wired from the switch, there's a neutral there. So we're going to take the live and neutral into this section, out of that into here. So again, we just power up that driver that we said. Where's the driver? Oh, it's on top of there. We'll show you, because we didn't show you because we keep forgetting to film. There we go, so that's the main side coming in. So it comes from here over. So that powers up this side. Because this is under 5 meters, this section, we can get away with this driver powering up both sides. So we've got a cable, that's it's a twin and earth cable. That goes over here, so we're just basically connected onto some alarm cable that solders onto the end. And then we've got the same here, so we've got the low voltage connection here. So one comes out your drive into this little connector block, and then one is your soldered going down to your LED strip underneath, and then one goes over there. So that's how we've done that section. So we'll just tuck that up there, and that is that little bit done. So yeah, we can get that powered up now and have the lighting done. So we're gonna leave these down, paint them, and shove them up after. And there's like little magnetic bezels that you just basically just push it up to and it goes and magnetises on. So they're pretty cool. So then switching. So we've got permanent live, switch live. We've got a two-way that goes over on. I'll draw it out to show you. And then we've got these which do the undercabs. So obviously the neutral for this, we're going to give a neutral to that circuit by putting it into that connector block. And then this will be an outgoing of a switch. And then we want to two-way the main lights, which is this at the moment. There we go. So let's see if Ellis can figure this out. Right, then go on then. So Ellis is going to figure this out, so I'll pause it so he's got time to think. But essentially you've got a two-gang switch. These represent common L1, L2, common L1, L2. This will be a little two-gang switch. And then over here, we've got a little one-gang switch, which will two-way the main lights. So we've got a three-core, so three-core between. So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and you'll decide where they go. Coming in, currently we've got a switch cable, which has got switch live and permanent live, yeah. So SL and PL. And then we've got a cable. Oh, we've also got a feed. So we've got PL again and neutral. Yep, so that's also coming in, and can't do an end apparently. And then we've got 3-core between, which is this cable here. So then you have a think, and let's see if you guys know at home what to do. There we go. So give me a quick look. Yeah, let's see how he does. Hey, so he's figured it out. So we have to get a switch and do things, but that's fine. Alright, so feed comes in, permanent live, and then it goes into this terminal here for L1. Forget the neutrals, all the neutrals just bang in a little connector block. So anything that needs a neutral has got a neutral, anything that needs an earth has got an earth. So we're just looking at the switching. The permanent live goes into L1, and then you've got a cable, the 3-core, which links out over to this side. So it goes this terminal to L1 to L1, L2 to L2, common to common. Permanent live goes to here, and then the switch live that goes out to your circuit for the spots goes in L2, and that just works. But then we want the undercabs in this switch to actually turn on, don't we? So this is the bit Ellis we can't get confused with. So we're going to nick a permanent live out of here to go to bring into your common. So it'll go on permanent live to common through your switch, out into your circuit, goes through the circuit's load, to neutral, back to your feed and out again. There we go. He's got Finney's covered. Good night. Right, he's wired it up then, so he's got his 3-core, that's his 3-core there. He's gone brown for common, black grey for L1, L2. He's got his permanent into common here, and he's linked out, so there's not 3 cables in one there, so that's smart. And then what he's done is got his switch live for his lights in L2. And then for this switch, he's just got the outgoing, so obviously it's permanent live at common, so it goes through your switch and out to your undercabs. So, is it right? Let's find out. Hold up. Bang!
You've just been pranked by the prank patrol.
So, watch it blow up. No. There we go, that's looking lovely, isn't it? Oh, hey, well done, laddie. And then let's check the two-way out then. They're on. And off, on. Well done, lad. Right, look at that, it's looking level. So that's for TV, ready to go up. So we're just cracking on now. So last little things then. Obviously Ellis has got these sockets on. We've just got to put a little socket back of here, which will, well, it'll be a 45 amp feed for the hob, and it's got like a little socket on, if you look. So that'll do the hob and extractor in there. And then we've just got a double socket for the, what's it for? Single oven. And that'll be that done. There we go, looking good. So that's the oven and the extractor. Let's turn the oven on. Well, not oven, but there we go. Hob's on, extractor should be on. We've got a light, lovely, warm white, that's what I like to see. Right, it's got a little TV bracket to fit next here. And then he's wiring up that tower radiator thing. There it is. He's on his back. Also, you're struggling. Yeah. It's a bit awkward down there, but it's the only place it'll go. There we go, that's him done. That's looking brilliant, that. What lights are on. Socket screwed back. Might as well light back of there. Oven's on. Microwave's on, little telly's on, looking sweet. So obviously these lights will get screwed back up once it's all decorated and that. But yeah, that's us done down here basically. Hey, that's us done down here then. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. So we had the legend Kenneth Ellis doing the soldering. How do you find soldering? Is there a new string to your bow?
What's the word? Another skill.
Another skill. He's got a right little skill tree going on. So yeah, tinning it up, tinning the little pads and then just getting it on. Taught him to get a screwdriver on it and then the soldering iron at the other end. And the soldering iron digs in, take the soldering iron off, it cools down and you let go of the screwdriver and it's nice and flat, your little soldered connection. So yeah, he did well. So we got all that powered up, it all worked straight away and great solder joints, everything worked perfectly and that lighting looked brilliant, didn't it? So just nice washer lighting. I think we've moved away from putting the lights across the back just because any kind of imperfections it shows up. So kind of put it along the sides and then along the front and then the other side. Just gives it a bit more light coming in from the sides and a lot better finish for the sake of an extra like 300mm each side, yeah. So yeah, I hope you like this kind of content then. If you do, then hit the like button and please subscribe, it helps me kind of grow as a channel. I forgot what I normally say, I'm that tired. What are we on? 7 o'clock. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when next upload. As always, have a good one from me, and Ellis, and we'll see you on the next one. I thought you froze, didn't we? We haven't froze, we were just still there.